Right. Just turn the stream on. I'm going to do a quick display here of the Stam Sorc that I run. A lot of people are asking about it. So here it is. It's time. Start out with the digs we've got on here. So I run 5-piece medium to take advantage of 5-piece medium passives. Gotta get them. Medium in general is amazing. We don't care about that. Stam recovery for pieces, excellent. It all plays into the speed. But anyway, I run 5-piece medium, 2-piece heavy. Heavy's good defense. Anyway, let's get down to it. The 2 heavy is ravaging. I should bear in mind here, this is the 1.6 build I'm running. This is going to change in 1.7. But people want to know what I'm running, so this is it. So we have 2-piece Ravager right here. And then we have 3 on jewelry. We have Stam costs on this. Reason being, I spam a lot of high cost stuff. Maybe it's not the best, but it's what I got as far as enchants go on those. So there's our 5-piece Ravager. And we have a 3-piece air here. That's Stam recovery. And then we have a 2-piece blood spawn. And that's pretty much it. Now, if I could trade out the 2-piece blood spawn for anything, but I have 2-piece blood spawn medium. I would put in like a Valken if I had it. I would also put in Engine Guardian if I had it in 2-piece medium. But I'd rather have the medium, and it's not a make or break kind of thing. So that's the equipment. Oh yeah, weapons. I have a master's bow. Doesn't really matter. I don't do too much with that. And then I have this, which doesn't do me much, but it's a sharpened, blunt, disease damage. Boom. Excellent. Alright. For the skills. The bow bar. I'm going to run around solo on this, by the way. People want to group. We're holding off on that. I'm going to show you that this is a very good solo build. So as you can see, I move quick. This is my main strength of this build, is my speed. That's why it's a great solo build. So the first skill is Bombard. This is like an arrow spray. It's gonna root people. The reason this is on my bar and not poison injection is because of the disable. It's like Encase from the Sorc, but it does damage, and it the main thing is that it roots people. It's there's 2 CCs, right? We have roots, which forces people to roll. If they don't roll, I'm going to sit there and pummel on them on melee. And our other CC is either our Wrecking Blow or Streak. Both of them stun. That's going to cause you to actually CC break. So that's 2 CCs, and they're very handy against people when you need to burn their stam. But okay, so that's that. Second one's Evil Hunter. I don't really do any stealth play. I just move quick and I get to where I'm going, and I don't do stealth. I'm stuck in combat all the time anyway. So we have that. Our third skill is Lightning Armor. This is what we're going to use for speed. This is our main defense. This needs to be up pretty much at all times. The speed fades after a little bit, but the armor stays, so you're going to have to reapply that. Our fourth skill is Caltrops, which we want to use as much as possible. It works with Evil Hunter. It also procs the Ravager set. That is absolutely key. That's something that's going away in 1.7. A big reason this build will probably change. Fifth skill is Vigor, and our last skill is Meteor. It's not Ice Comet, it's Meteor. I use it on big groups. Restores ult. On to the next bar, we have Crit Charge for 2-hander. This is 1/2 of the bread and butter of this build. And the other one is Wrecking Blow, which is in the number 3 slot. That's like the 2-hit combo that we're going to really focus on. Execute, of course, is our finisher. That's number 5. The 4th slot is Rally, and the second one is Streak. I don't use Ball Lightning. I use Streak to be very offensive, and that's what the build is. I accidentally have Werewolf in there. I was playing with that when I was Emperor. I'm gonna put in. I don't have Dawnbreaker Smiting because I'm too lazy to change it, and I don't feel like being one of the Dawnbreaker Smiting guys running around Cyrodiil. Honestly, I usually stick to using Meteor. Now, Meteor can get reflected by DKs and one-handed and shield users. You have to be very careful and very aware of that. A way you can fight them is, a lot of times tanky DKs always run reflect, so they're gonna stick on you in melee range. So what you can do is pick another target in the fight, and they're gonna keep charging you. Meteor that guy and drag him over to it, and he can't reflect the meteor, but he can still take some of the damage from it. The Flawless is just going to make our two-hander bar that much more effective. The passive damage increase. I use Drink with this build, so this gives me ultimately very high regen. As you can see from the Blood Spawn way the air set, my regen. Is that right? Yeah. In combat, it's 2136. If I pop a drink, it's gonna go up to nearly, like, I don't know. It's gonna be real high. Real high is good. What else am I? What else do I need to cover? I think that's it. Pots I use a movable health recovery and stam recovery pots. Although you want to be careful with that that immovable. A lot of times it doesn't work for some reason or another, and then you end up dead if you're banking on it. But a lot of times it does work too, so that's nice. So anyway, I'm gonna go try to find some people and just show how I fight a little bit. But what you can see here's our first victim. So here's a guy, this is a Magic and Nightblade. Streak's very good against them. You want to keep an idea of where he's going. Since he's a Magic and Nightblade, I want to break out the Bombard right away. Right, because stamina is going to be his weak point. He looks like he's more of a healer. Doesn't look like he wants to do much damage to me here, which is different. A lot of Magic and Nightblades are more bursty than what we're seeing here. I'm just kind of toying with them. I just want to kind of show you, you get a lot of survival out of this. You want to keep your buffs up. Alright, here comes some other people. So I can kind of show off what this build does. I pop the pot, I can drag people. You constantly want to kite with this build and take fights on your terms. That's just key. So we'll try to engage this guy now and just we'll go in for the kill. You want to stay on him with ooh, I'm getting shot from above too. Hang on, I don't want to get bursted. You can use your Caltrops defensively against people like this too. Like, he just wants to peg me, wound me down a bit, and then come in and finish me. Now I could sit here and do this shit all day and heal. But I'll just, you know, again, I just need to catch him eventually with a Wrecking Blow and go for a close from there. Nightblades in general are annoying. In fact, Magic and Nightblades are really the toughest thing to deal with because I don't have Nirnhoned here. I feel like I should have more Magic regen. I'm wondering what the deal is. But in any event, this guy clearly doesn't want to come aggressive. I got my Stam back though, so I'll try to do it up big here. We got two people, so they're gonna get bold, which is good. I really don't want to play around near the tower. I never know what else is gonna come. Whenever you're fighting Nightblade, somehow more Nightblades always come as well. Oh, it's Crimley. He's a DK. Not the guy I want to go on when there's a Nightblade around. Here's that guy that was hitting me from up top. So that's just a Meteor crit charge. Like, I like to team the Meteor and I instantly weapon swap and I go in with the two-hander. That's why I use Meteor. It's got the delay on it. It's going to hit people with a lot of burst, even if they're blocking. they have to respect the damage that's about to hit them all at once. In general, I can kind of pick fights how I want. And this allows me to talk while I'm doing this because I'm not paying. I'm usually much more aggressive and just like in people's faces with this stuff. But I'm trying to think about all the things to cover here. Oh, here comes a Weed Wizard too. So now I have a Sorc, a DK, and a Nightblade that's not going to fight me until I am engaged in a fight, because that's how most Nightblades fight. They don't like to fight one-on-one. Now Weed Wizard I can easily take out one-on-one, but there's your classic. There's the Stam Nightblade. I imagine the magical one's still around, waiting for the money shot. I'm just kind of, Weed Wizard's the first one I really want to take out here. The easiest one might be the Nightblade though, if you catch him off guard and he's not paying attention. Now Weed Wizard's hitting that guy with Healing Ward, making my life that much more difficult to just... Healing Ward's a joke. It really is. It's a pain in the ass. The other thing, you can disengage fights and take them on your own terms. If these guys want to they only want to fight 3-on-1, then I can keep coming in and out. Alright, and my pot didn't go off, but it should have. That's a shame. Oh wow, people are already tuning in. I'm trying to make a little highlight thing here, guys, for the Stam Sorc. It's hammer time. It is hammer time, yeah. So in a situation, whenever you have people with healing wards, you do want to get rid of them if you can. But you have to be careful of Nightblades. Magic and Nightblades are like, again, with this build, without Nirnhone, are probably going to be the worst thing to deal with.
Son of a bitch.
Thank you for the follow. The worst thing, just the Magic and Nightblades. A lot of the reason being, when you're going in with two-hander, you leave yourself without block quite often. Crit charge and uppercut. It's a lot of time. Crit charge with the travel time, uppercut with the wind-up time. That's a lot. That's a big window of time you can't block. A lot of people in Cyrodiil are using skills. They're spamming like surprise attack with block. Okay, cool. Or you're a Sorc and you're spamming nukes and you always have block and ward and shields up. So these are just advantages they get that you're not going to have on Stam Sorc. That's why you have to be real careful about what you're dealing with. You have to be ready to move out and re-engage the fight on your terms. You have to take fights on your terms with Stam Sorc. They just don't give us much. That's really the weakness with Stam Sorc, and that's why you see a lot of people say they can't play it. You have to have awareness, and you have to learn what you're up against. That's something that comes with time. That's nothing I can really show in a video. I can just tell you what to really be aware of. And Nightblades are so common in Cyrodiil. They're the ones you really want to watch for. So here's a big group of EP. This is Guild of Shadows. Okay. I don't know if I really want to mess with that. I'd rather do smaller PvP and show this. So could head east again. There's not really a reason to be at that spot, but I'll go there anyway. If nobody's there, I'll just take a point and I'll make people come, and I'll show how it do with the Stam Sorc solo. See what kind of action we can get. Let me just read comments real quick. What up, Bang? I am a sorcerer on crack. How you doing, man? Do I think you should get this game? Sure, man. It's a good time. Imperial City's about to come out. The stealth detect of Radiant Mage Light work if you put it instead of bound armaments. What exactly do you mean? Are you saying can you do both of those? With like the bug, then no. I don't know, you can only do one or the other. Or does the stealth work if you bug it? I don't know. I don't use it. I only use bound armaments. I'm in combat, huh? What happened? Interesting. Left combat, entered combat. Okay. You'll find in using Rally that you suddenly always are in combat while in Cyrodiil. So, as soon as you start using two-hander with Rally, prepare to be in combat for the rest of the day until you log out. You can put Mage Light on overload bar, but I don't know if the detect still works. Yeah, neither do I. I really don't. I've never tried it, man. So you can, with high regen too, should be able to clear the point okay. You want to rotate your heals a lot. Ignore people when you clear points. A lot of times they're just a pain in the ass. They don't really want to fight. In this case, I may. Yeah, oh, it's that guy. Okay, so I'll do the Meteor Crit Rush combo. And then I go in, I do a light attack, and I execute. That's like a classic move for me. So if you can pull that off, that's why we're running Meteor. And, you know, that's how that combo works. That's the big Wombo Blast in your pocket. Because again, even if people are blocking it, it's going to burn out a lot of stam if they just want to sit there and block it. A lot of what I have in my bar is designed to burn stam, because again, I can't just go straight up with someone and take them out, so I pack on high regen. That's the point of caltrops as well. So like when I dual DKs, I'll keep caltrops down. You keep Evil Hunter up, because watch, you're going to get procs off that. You're going to hit them with Bombard, which is going to root them, and then any chance you can either streak them or uppercut them to force CC breaks. Now between all the blocking and CC breaking and rolling you're forcing them to do, you're going to start knocking out their stam. In their case, a lot of times it's better for them to just not break some of that, like not break the roll. But that allows you to come in and just unload uppercuts on them. It really comes down to resource management and having an advantage there and taking advantage of it. Because you're sacrificing damage and burst in this build for a lot of regen. You have just enough, especially when Ravager procs. When Ravager procs, that's when you really want to do your thing. And that's when your arms glow. Oh, here we go. Here's your Magic and Nightblade of Cyrodiil. Now these guys, they typically just come in, they hit you, and they're like, oh, you didn't die instantly, and they usually peel out. And they're a pain in the ass. And they wait. I can count on one hand the amount of Nightblades that will actually stand and fight. And I can't even get through one hand on it, so there, Ravager's procced. I have extra company coming in. This is why you want to save a pot for when people are gonna ult. You don't want to blow your pot early. Let's ignore the tank guy that I just crit rushed by accident and go for this guy first. Okay, so we have the tank again. So he's in the caltrops. We want to hit him with Bombard as much as possible. We want to start working him down. I need to get rid of that other guy. We have a Nightblade sniper again that just doesn't want to come into the fight unless it's to burst me. And we're going to keep an eye on him, although we're going to have a lot more coming actually. More than I can deal with right now. So you'll get to see tower fight, I guess, which is also a fun time. It's a fun thing to see. We can have a lot of fun in the towers with this build. Although that's a lot of people to send to the farm. But there you have it. There's one guy down. That's good news. If a guy like that can get low health, they don't have all that many power healing Templars out here. See, my arms are glowing orange. That's the Ravager proc. So that's when, again, when that's up, you want to deal your damage. You want to drop your ult. That's when it's go time. This build, by the way, works really well. I mean, it's very good as a solo, but it's actually really good as a duo, or like in a very small group setting, because you lack the damage and stuff, but you're such an annoying person to deal with, and you get in people's faces, and they're forced to just deal with your bullshit, and a lot of them do. They just try to deal with you, and they ignore the people that they really should be hitting. So it's a good build in that sense. But in a situation like this, there's a lot of people in this tower. You have to find the right targets and pick them. I'm trying to get rid of this mage because this thing's a pain in the ass when you run around a tower. Alright, so now we just have to kind of run these guys around for a bit. There's people waiting below. People will get overzealous when they outnumber you this badly, and they're the ones we want to look for. The people that just go 100% offense mode right now. We're going to try to find them, or the people that are just like, hey, you know, we got 10 people in here, or I can just kind of relax a little bit. They're the ones we're going to look for. These Night Blades that want to spam on me. Oh, that's going to kill me. Fucking beam. I don't know why my streak didn't get him there. I streaked him twice, actually. But, I can usually last forever in there. So that sucks.